Good afternoon, my dear students. In today's live class, we were discussed about the buccal cavity. The parts comes under the buccal cavity, that are teeth, tongue, and the salivary glands. And in our previous class, we were already studied about different types of teeth present in our mouth, right? So there are 4 different types of teeth present, and the first one is incisors or cutting teeth, then canines, tearing teeth, premolars and molars helps in the grinding of food material. And after that, based on the occurrence of teeth, that means in our age, in which age, based on the age of the individual, the occurrence of teeth will be also different. And based on that, there are 2 different types of teeth: temporary teeth or milk teeth and permanent teeth. These are the 2 different types of teeth based on the occurrence. When we are in the age of 6 months to 8 years. That time the small and weak teeth will be growing in our mouth, and that is called as temporary teeth or milk teeth. The small and weak teeth that is growing during the age of 6 months to 8 years in a child is called as temporary teeth or milk teeth, and they are of 20 in number, 10 in the upper jaw and 10 in the lower jaw. Okay, and the second type of teeth is permanent teeth. When we are after 8 years of age, that temporary teeth or milk teeth will get fall off, and instead new set of teeth will be arises. So that is permanent teeth, and it will persist till our death. It will remains in our mouth till the old age. Okay. Permanent teeth are of 32 in number, 16 in the upper jaw and 16 in the lower jaw. Okay, and that is about permanent and temporary teeth. And about tooth decay. When we eat something, some part of our food may get stuck between our teeth. And that food, when we are not carefully brushed, that will stuck on between our teeth, and it will react with the bacteria present inside our mouth. And also a reaction occurs between the bacteria and the food, leftover food, and also with the saliva. So there produce a thin sticky substance, sticky layer over our teeth. That is called as plaque. And when we eat a sweet substance, that may contain sugars, right? So this sugars will react with this plaque that forms the acids. So the plaque, when react with the sugars, it forms acids. Okay, acids will be produced. So this acids will cause harmful effect to the enamel present inside our teeth. Enamel is the white colored substance that covers our teeth, and when the plaque reacts with the sugar, acids will be produced. These acids will damage the enamel. So this that will be leads to the formation of holes and cavities inside the teeth. Okay, that is called as tooth decay. And when the tooth decay occurs, the blood vessels and also nerves inside the teeth will be get exposed. And when the teeth get contact with the cold and hot substance, we feel the pain. Okay, that's about tooth decay. And how we can prevent the tooth decay? Yeah, there are lots of methods. First one is we should avoid eating too many sweet substance, ice creams, then chocolates, etc. And also make sure that brush your teeth twice in a day, in morning and night. You should brush your teeth to avoid the attack of this kind of acids. Okay, and also the last one is we must use a dental floss, which is a strong thread and that can be moved between the teeth, that can be moved back and forth through the gap between the teeth, so that we can remove the unnecessary food item that's stuck between the teeth. Okay, these are the methods to avoid this dental decay or tooth decay. And the next important part that comes under buccal cavity is tongue. It is the muscular organ. It is the muscular fleshy part inside the buccal cavity, and there are lots of functions for this tongue. First one is tongue helps to get the food mixed with the saliva. Second function is it helps in to push and swallow the food material into the food pipe, into the esophagus, which comes next to buccal cavity. It helps to push and swallow the food material. And the third function is it helps to detect the taste with the help of taste buds present in the tongue. Taste buds will be there in the tongue and that helps to detect the taste like salty, sour, bitter, sweet, etc. And the most important function, another function of tongue is it helps us to speak. Okay, so these are the functions that are performed by tongue inside our mouth. And the next part that comes under buccal cavity is salivary gland. Salivary gland will secrete saliva, and this saliva contains an enzyme called amylase or salivary amylase that helps in the chemical changes occur during digestion. We know that the chemical change like complex insoluble food material converts to simple soluble form. So that kind of chemical change are done with the help of this amylase enzyme. And also this amylase enzyme will help to convert the starch present in the food into sugars. Starch is the complex carbohydrate and that is converted to simple form called sugar. Okay, and when the saliva get mixed with the food, it will get wet and also this getting slimy nature, so that it can be easily swallowed into the food pipe. So these are the functions of salivary gland that secretes saliva, and also saliva contains an enzyme called as salivary amylase or simply amylase. And there is an activity to test the action of saliva on starch. So just watch that activity.
The activity to test the action of saliva on starch, we need 2 test tubes, a boiled potato, iodine solution and a dropper. First, take 2 test tubes and label them A and B. In test tube A, put a few pieces of boiled potato. In test tube B, put a few pieces of boiled potato after chewing them for 3 to 5 minutes. Then put 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution in each test tube. So we can observe that in test tube A, the pieces of boiled potato turn blue-black. And in test tube B, the pieces of boiled and chewed potato do not show any change in color. So we can conclude that the boiled potato in the test tube A contains starch that turns blue-black when it comes in contact with iodine solution. And the boiled and chewed potato pieces in the test tube B are acted upon by the saliva. The amylase present in saliva converts the starch in the boiled potato into sugar that does not give blue-black color with iodine solution.
These are the portions that we have discussed in today's live class. The rest of the portions will be taken in our next class. Okay, thank you.